Dear friends and participants for online program, welcome to latest wealth online coaching. In a series of fundamental analysis, now I am going to give one expose for why the fundamental analysis is very important. Before that, I want to ask you one question. You may be knowing 7 wonders of the world. Yeah? Immediately when I start asking, some people start saying 7 wonders of the world, like Great Wall of China, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Hanging Gardens, whatever it may be, 7 wonders. Now let me ask you one question. What is the 8th wonder? Do you want to know 8th wonder? Yes, my friends, 8th wonder is the compound interest. Like Einstein said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands, he will earn it. He who does not understand, pays it. That means, if you understand the power of the compound interest, you can mint money. If you don't understand the power of compound interest, you will be losing the money. Don't worry, I'm not your maths teacher. I'm not going to teach about maths and all. It is a basic formula, compound interest formula. See here, A is amount equal to, I need not say, P is the principal, 1 is 1, and R is interest rate in decimals. N is number of times interest is compounded per year. Sometimes what will happen, interest will be compounded annually, sometimes half yearly, sometimes quarterly, sometimes monthly, and T is time. Before saying into more details, I want to share one wonderful story with you. My friends, long time back, there was one Brahmin in the small village. Brahmin, what happened? He was facing little bit financial troubles. And he was a wonderful poet, as well as he was writing some books and all. Then somebody guided him, go and meet king. King is very much interested in listening the poetry and all. And if king likes your poetry, he may give you some remuneration. Then with this thought, the poor Brahmin started walking towards the kingdom. After reaching the king's court, then he started saying his all poetry to the king, and he was sharing his knowledge in the court itself. King felt very happy. Wow, such a tremendous potential you are having. King felt very happy, and he said, okay, I am very happy with your performance, with your songs and poetry. Then king said, tell me whatever you want, you can take. At the time, the poor Brahmin observed there was one chessboard in the courtroom. Then Brahmin guessed, king likes playing chess very much. Then he said, Raja, play chess with me. Arey? King wondered, Arey, I want to give a lot of money. I want to give a lot of jewelry. You are saying play chess with me? Yes, Raja. I will be very happy. I can say to my people that king has played chess with me. Right? Then king said, okay, let us start playing. Because already I told you king is very much interested in playing the chess. Then he started playing. Even though king was good in chess, what happened? King lost the game. Once again he played. Once again he lost. Like continuously 3 times king lost the game. Now king into a little bit trouble. He said, okay, Brahmin, really you're wonderful, not only in poetry, in chess also. Okay, I'm very much happy. This time you have to take something. You tell me, what do you want? You want jewelry? You want village? Or you want any property? At that time Brahmin said, sir, just give me some wheat. King wondered, what? You want wheat? Yes. But one small condition. Simple, see the chessboard. In first chessboard, you have to keep 1 wheat grain. In second box, you have to keep double of that first box. That means it is 2. In third, double of second. That means 4. In fourth, double of the third. That means 8. Next 16. Next 32. Next 64. Next 128. Like this you have to keep. And finally, whatever it comes, just give. Immediately king said without thinking, okay, done, go ahead. King has done, said, okay, done. Oh, what is a big issue? And he said, Arey, Brahmin, you are very intelligent, you are having all this one, but when I am offering you gold and all, you are offering wheat only. You take it. Then they started counting. Please remember, at the time there were no computers, there were no mobile phones, no calculators. They started working, and people start getting sweating when they're doing the calculations. You know why? Because that amount, can you guess? Finally, like this, when it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this, how much amount it's going to cost? My dear friends, it's going to make into this much big number. Wow! You may be wondering, these people are so astonished. My friends, such a big number, so many grains of wheat, king has to play. You know, even king, entire country's production also, if you give to Brahmin, that will be less than this number. Suppose, let us say, 25,000 grains in 1 kg. That means, king needs around 73,787 crore tons of wheat. And suppose if you try to settle in cash, say 10 rupees per kg. I know 10 rupees wheat is not possible, still for the ease of calculations. 10 rupees per kg. And he required 73 crores, 78 lakhs, 70,000 crores of rupees king need. And this is the power of compounding, my friends. Almost it is like a 2,450 times of gross domestic product. That is the power of compounding. My friends, you know the power of compounding, in initial years it grows very slowly. See here, in initial years it grows very slowly. Then after certain period, it will start going in exponential growth. Same thing in the stock market also. Initially, for the long-term investor, initially it will go slow. Then after some time, it will start going in exponential growth. Let me give some of the calculations. For example, investment of 1,000 rupees for 100 years at 10% per annum. Suppose if you keep in a simple interest, annual interest, you will have only 11,000 rupees at the end of 100 years. Suppose if you invest in a compound interest, if the compound interest is annually, you will get 1 crore 37 lakh 80,612. Suppose the compound interest is paid on half yearly basis, you will have amount of 1 crore 72 lakhs 92,580 rupees in your account. Suppose compound interest is paid on a quarterly basis, you will have 1 crore 94 lakhs 78,080. See, if the compound interest is paid annually, you will be getting less amount. If your compound interest is paid quarterly, you will get more amount. If it is paid monthly, more amount you will be getting. See the difference between simple interest and compound interest. That's why when you do the fundamental analysis, you will be focusing on the compound interest. When you are getting monthly interest, that means that amount just 1,000 rupees, it will lead to 2 crore 11 lakhs 32,414 rupees. My dear friends, for example, investment of 1,000 rupees invested for 100 years. This time I am going to say about different interest rates. See, the rate of interest is changed. Suppose 10% per annum, the amount will come to 1 crore 37 lakh 80,612. Suppose 11% per annum, that means 3 crore 40 lakhs 64,175. If the compound interest is 12% per annum, then it will come to 8 crore 35 lakhs 22,265. When the interest is 13%, 20 crore 31 lakhs 62,874. When the interest is 14%, you will have 49 crores 3 lakhs 26,238 rupees. If interest rate is 15%, you will have this much amount. That means 117 crores 43 lakhs 13,450. See, 1% only. Most of the people, when you are taking the home loan, when you are taking the vehicle loan, you think it's only 1%. But don't do the mistake of 1%. The 1% also costs you more. Now, you may be wondering, okay Kailash, story is okay. Will it work practically? Now, this may be your doubt. Yes, my friends, it works. Let me give one classic example. One person, he has invested only 10,000 rupees in 1980. His goal was to create more passive income, and to create passive income should be more than expenses, his goal. So what happened? Let us see. He had bought 100 shares of one particular company with a face value of 100 in 1980. Unbelievable, but it has happened. At the end of January 2019, he have 2 crore 56 lakh shares of that company. Can you guess which company that is? And you know how the power of compounding works in that company. See, in 1980, he has purchased 100 shares. 1981, company has given bonus shares, 1:1. That means if you are having a 1 share, you will get 1 more share. So, the shares got doubled, 200. 1985, once again the bonus, 1:1. The shares has become 400. 1986, company split the shares to 10. So, 400 has become 4,000. 1987, bonus shares company has given 1:1. It has become 8,000. 89 bonus 1:1, 16,000. 1992 bonus 1:1, 32,000. 1995 bonus 1:1, 64,000. 1997 bonus 2:1, 1,92,000. Like this, it's keep on going. By the end of 2019, he is having 2 crore 56 lakh thousand shares. So, any guess about that company? My friends, hint, that is Indian company, that is Wipro. That is the power of compounding. So what happened? When you are preparing the video, at the time, the valuation is 962 crores. See, just by investing 10,000 rupees, you could have made 962 crores. Of course, I also missed that bus. Don't worry, now also a lot of buses are there you can catch. Like this, a lot of different companies are there. Only thing is, if you have become master in fundamental analysis, you can be able to spot such type of companies. My dear friends, after listening to this power of compounding, one question may arise in your mind. Really, does investing works? Yes, my friends, why not? Just think about one plant or sapling. Suppose if you nurture it correct way, give it right amount of water, manure and care, tell me, will it grow or not? Obviously it will grow. Same the way, think about a good business with healthy sales, great margins, innovative products and an ethical management. It's not obvious that share price of such companies would appreciate. Some situations, share price, growth of share price may be little bit delay, like Eicher Motors in earlier chart we have seen. But certainly, it will always appreciate. This has happened over and over again across the markets in the world, as well as including in India. My dear friends, an investment in a good company defined by visible and invisible qualities will always yield them best results. However, one has to develop the appetite to digest short-term market volatility. Please remember, short-term pain, long-term gain. Short-term pain, long-term gain. Investable grade qualities. What does it mean? Yes, my friends, let me go into some more details. As we discussed earlier class, investable grade company has a few distinguishable characteristics. These characteristics can be classified under two heads, namely one is qualitative aspect as well as another is quantitative aspects. Quality means the quality of management, quality of products. There you need to use more your common sense. Quantitative means here you have to use more logic. The process of evaluating a fundamentally strong company includes study of both these aspects. In fact, both are important. Let us go into qualitative aspects. Mainly involves understanding non-numeric aspect of the business. That means where numbers are not there, just you are going into psychology of the business and structure of the business and other things. Let us see the list. 1. Management's background. Who are they? What is their background? What is their experience? Education they have? And do they have any special qualities to run the business? Or do they have any criminal cases against promoters? So if you're having a criminal cases, just be careful. Next is 2. Business ethics. It's the management involved in scams, bribery, unfair business practice. Just be careful. if they are into such type of things, same thing they may do with their business also. 3. Corporate governance. Corporate governance, appointment of directors, organization structure, transparency, etc. 4. Minority shareholders. How does the management treat minority shareholders? Do they consider their interest while taking the corporate actions? 5. Share transactions. Is the management buying and selling shares of the company through covert promoter groups? Just you have to check it out. 6. Related party transactions. Is the company tendering financial favors to known entities such as promoters, relatives, friends, vendors, etc. at the cost of the shareholders' funds? These comes under qualitative. 7. Salaries paid to promoters. Is the management paying themselves a hefty salary, usually percentage of their profits? 8. Operator activity in stocks. Does the stock price display unusual price behavior, especially at the time when the promoters are transacting the shares? Next, 9. Shareholders. Who are the significant shareholders in that firm? Who are the people with above 1% of the outstanding shares of the company? Next, 10. Political affiliation. Is the company or its promoters too close to a political party? Does the business require constant political support? 11. Promoter lifestyle. Are the promoters are too flamboyant and loud about their lifestyle? Do they like to display their wealth? In that case, you have to consider a little bit. Generally, what happens above 11 points, if anything is missing, if you are having any doubt, that means it creates concerns about the stock. For example, if a company undertakes too many related party transactions, so what happens? It will send a signal of favoritism and malpractice by the company. This is not good for long run. So even if the company has great profit margins, malpractices is not acceptable. It would only be a matter of time before the market discovers matters pertaining to related party transactions and punishes the company by bringing the stock price lower. Hence, the investor would be better off not investing in such companies. Even though they are having great margins, but slowly they may come down. Actually, qualitative aspects are not easy to uncover because these are very subtle matters. However, diligent investor can easily figure out this by paying attention to annual report, management interviews, and news reports, etc. As we proceed, we'll highlight different qualitative aspects. Okay. Next, let us come to quantitative aspects, means where you're using more numbers and logic. The qualitative aspects are matters related to financial numbers. Some of the quantitative aspects are straightforward, while some of them are not. For example, cash held in inventory is straightforward. However, inventory number of days is not. Actually, these are need to be calculated with a due diligence. Stock markets pay a lot of attention to quantitative aspects. Quantitative aspects include many things. To name a few, I am going to give the list. Let's go fast. 1 is profitability and its growth. 2. Margins and its growth. 3. Earnings and its growth. 4. Matters related to expenses. 5. Opening efficiency. 6. Pricing power. 7. Matters related to taxes. 8. Dividends payout. 9. Cash flow from various activities. 10. Debt, both short term and long term. 11. Working capital management. 12. Asset growth. 13. Investments. 14. Financial ratios. The list is virtually endless. In fact, each sector is having different metrics. So, according to our suitability, we have to select some quantitative aspects and then you have to finalize. For example, let us take into two industries. One is retail industry, another is oil and gas industry. See, in retail industry, what matters? Total number of stores, average sales per store, next total sales per square foot, next merchandise margins, next owned store to franchises ratio. Whereas when it comes to oil and gas industry, the metrics are different. For example, here oil to natural gas revenue ratio, exploration costs, opening oil balance, or developed reserves, and future what are the government restrictions, and total production growth. Hope you enjoyed this session. Now we are going to enter into real fundamental analysis from next class onwards, and keep watching. Thank you very much for watching this entire online class, and please, if you are not understand, watch 2 or 3 times carefully. Thank you very much. Let's meet in next class. Till we meet again, enjoy every bit of life. Have a nice day and bye bye.